Welcome to Cathy's SRC4U Zoom call for January 28th, 2021. To access Cathy's Zoom call, we're going to click here and remember this password. Allow. Type in the passcode. And we'll join without video. Join with audio.
A few things I'm adding to my manual. Where are we? And I found this to be interesting. When I put a person in, I go ahead and, of course, the group is a little separate. It's automatically a group of people. But you can also go in and let's just show you. And people respond to this energetically. For example, I have one lady right now working on herself, her family, the city she lives in, and the planet. So why not? We know we're capable. So let's just see today if there's any other area we want to go into. We want to go on into the country, so and then also planetary. So my philosophy of life is, what does it hurt? Really learning a lot more about these images. I still say the most powerful image is the dot, but that doesn't necessarily agree with what the Egyptians said, but what did they know? And so anyway, let's optimize.
You know what I find interesting about symbology and pictures and visualization is how when they're designing a logo for the corporation, they're using the G, we'll just say, for geometry, like the target symbol. It's a dot with a circle around it, which makes it a powerful symbol.
That is a very powerful symbol. You're 100% right, and it's our subconscious that's processing it, and we have no realization of it. Now we could go. I don't have an America scan, but I have a planetary. Let's see if there's a benefit to doing that today.
And like Walt Disney uses the two circles with the dot, so it's three dots together. It's a druid symbol.
Well, and anytime I learned the little bit of knowledge I have, I learned I don't watch any YouTubes or news things when they have the globe circling in the back or any kind of a circle.
Right.
And so look at that. We do want the planetary scan, so we're going to do that. And let's also look. Of course, I had to play around a little bit. I'll show you. But let's just see if we want the short clearing. And you can do these as your intuition leads you. You don't need to scan for anything. But I did yesterday start adding cocktails. Closer with cocktail clearing. And there may be a better way to express this, but for now. Okay, so I put some cocktails together, and there's probably plenty more, but these are some cocktails, and I'll send these out today that are in already set up. They're what you call custom cocktails. They don't come preloaded, but let's just see if with this session, which now includes our country and the planet, as well as our group, if there are any of these we would like. you see, as you build up, as we all build up our life force, we're automatically going in and doing that clearing. Do you remember when we started doing this, all the zeros we had?
Yeah.
That's not going to make a sheet for me. So let's go in. Just go down like this.
What is that pop knot? What is that?
This is, and I just sent these to Mary last night. I've been working for I don't know how long. Dr. Kersey said an outstanding list of radionic rates by David Slater. I've been working on making a list for that. I'm not familiar with these things, and so that we can scan them, and hopefully Mary can make us. I can't get it to make an Excel spreadsheet. She has advanced knowledge, and so this pop knot, I will have to look it up, but it's obviously something related to clearing the energy field.
Got it.
And there are some terrific rates in here with radionics. They call them rates. I want to show you another thing too. This is one I forgot we even had. This is detachment 1 phase evil contract, and every scan I've done that comes up under 1,000. I have no idea, but you've got it loaded. If you've gotten things loaded from Kevin, that's been in there. But I actually forgot it, and then when I saw it, you know what the heck? I'll add it for now. Fuel from all multi-dimensional interference, protection prayer, protection from everything. Might as well get to the point. Clear quantum entanglement. Divine sword of crystal white light. And so you can just, and we don't want this one right now. I don't know if I can pull that up and tell you, but when I send this list of cocktails, I'll look it up and paste it in there. But they have some tremendous radionic codes, and I've been adding them in. You know, I usually have 10 of these going at once. So when I get a good one, for example, I've got a couple of people with cancer. And when I got one with that, we know we're working with just the etheric field, but when I would get those, I would add them. And one in particular is really having a shift. I don't know. We'd never know if it's our work or if it's their own mind or what.
Right.
That's the way energy is.
That's a combination of the two sometimes, you know.
Well, you know, I read a great book on, it's an MD who is having tremendous success with cancer, and he says it's got to be not only his stuff, but you've got to go into the alternative, but then also a key is the visualization. Well, let's do detachment, and I don't even know where I got some of these. But we are doing planetary, so it makes sense we would ask for a number of these. A lot of these in here. But the idea, like with this protection from everything, is the image that it's with. A lot of times you can just put a little word in. And I have no idea why I got this idea for this divine sword image, but a lot of people want it. what it looks like. You can't really see the whole thing. You can see the sword. And I'll probably shorten this list a little bit. And we're just asking for options. In the manual, there's a glossary, and you can always take a look, because what I found over the years, it was hard to find these definitions. This is, as Grandmaster liked to say, he talked to the big head in the sky for this. And so manual is now on the website. Yeah, I don't know why it took me so long for this manual, but it did. And just move forward. Thank goodness.
I think we appreciate all of your great work.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate your patience.
I appreciate you too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Here is all we wanted was options. You can see here our focus. The first is just general unwellness. Let's just look at that. And we don't have to get real fancy. We can just simply put it in the QiGong. But it might be interesting to see the level. And this is all subtle. This is this moment in time. You can come back in 5 minutes and test again. It may have already shifted, but we're right in this moment. Okay, not terrible, but we'll go ahead and douse it down. Then we've got some joint stress.
You're pretty good on that dowsing, aren't you?
I like the dowsing. A lot of people prefer to do the pendulum, but I'm not good with the pendulum because it goes what way I'm basically thinking. So this has not done that. This is going to work with your lower, your subconscious, your etheric field. It's not psychic, but what happens is if you resonate with it, that's what you're going to create it. Like I like to say, it's no more psychic than a cell phone. So let's just see, though. I think we have cocktails for joints. We have quite a few. I'm going to go ahead and put knee joint pain because I know we have someone going through that. Now let's see what else we might want to do. Any other? And you can keep adding, and that's hopefully what happens with this kind of work. You start out, and that's what I'm trying to do with the manual. You hit the wonder click. Just get up, hit the wonder click. That's all they ever need to do. And you can see when we do our own work, a lot of times all you need is the wonder click. But the more stress you clear, the more you go into expanded information or expanded consciousness, because the information is out there. And it's baby steps. I see we have some stress related to enzymes. I don't think we have a charge in here, but this would be the type of thing that would be interesting. Let's see if we've got a charge.
I got a question.
Yeah.
When you use a wonder click and you use a manual, which is better, the manual or the wonder click?
I like to test. I'll show you at the end of this. I will ask, do we want to preserve a theme, preserve options, or the manual control?
Oh, okay.
And
I'm thinking in terms of I'm thinking that the wonder click, usually when I work with the people, I'll go like 16, 17 hours, whatever. And then, but if I go with a manual, it goes a lot faster. Why the difference?
When I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe one of these days, I don't know that we can manage it or not. Grandmaster will join us. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe I'll bring it up to Kevin and see what he has.
That's a good idea. Yeah, and I'm working on that too. And I apologize, I did not connect with Kevin yesterday.
And the power of prayer to set the intention.
Yes.
Hey, Ronald, when you do the manual, and it comes up with a time, you hit the auto time. I noticed a big difference when I started hitting the auto time when I do manual control. It's right in between the select time and the. Cathy just took the screen away. But
no.
In session, right there where underneath the green, see where the green thing arrow is?
Yeah,
it says auto. You hit auto time?
Oh yeah.
I see what you're talking about.
Okay. I didn't hit that for a long time, and then one time I hit it, and it was like, oh my gosh, a lot more time. Anyway, I thought maybe that
I
was.
guess it depends
Yeah,
on
and
what I'm working with.
Yeah, well,
Most of the stuff that I work with is all I do it all intuitively. So I mean, it just
yeah, that's the way we all should be doing it. That's the goal. We don't have any particular cocktail for confliction, but let's just see what kind of stress it represents. But yeah, that manual, when we ask for it, is very powerful. And you don't need, not much, you don't need to scan for anything. You can follow your intuition for all of it.
Yeah, well, basically, that's what I do.
Yeah. Follow, we're all different. I tend to be more, maybe, I don't know what the word would be, uncertain of which way to go. So the scanning really works well for me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think left-brained have more trouble with it than right-brained people.
I do too.
Yeah, you're right about that. No, I let it go. I intuitively I do it. Even when I'm doing my dowsing, you know, I'll do it intuitively.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's just me, you know. That's the way
That's the way I think we should do it. And I just tend to be, it's funny, in no other area of my life, just the SRC. I just want to know if there's anything I'm missing.
Yeah, okay.
And
logically, right?
well, I don't know that if that's it, because a lot of people, scanning doesn't seem too logical either. So we're scanning the etheric field. Let's just see if we want that all parasites cocktail, since parasites came up. Yeah, we sure do. And this is a good one to go up here into the find options and load it this way, and then you get your information at the same time.
Yeah, I was looking for sciatica this morning, and that's when I found out. I started going. I went in there. I started looking, thinking, "Oh my stars, everything has changed." she must have added all this stuff to me.
Well, and now what I'm doing for myself is there'll be another category in the scan called custom cocktails. Right now we've just got everything that's preloaded, and then the SST is added. But we're going to do. I'm going to add custom product protocols. And my project today, I'm working on one for pain. So I'll share that by
That'll be appreciated.
yeah, that'll be shared by Monday. And now, okay, so here we go. Here, what we're asking for. If I can, look at this. We want to clear the misogyny program. And I don't know if you've noticed how many days we had asked under our general options for the male settings. And so I don't know what that's about, but that's come up. Clear all negative control over the population.
Wow.
We're just getting the information. The brain is kicking in with the awareness. That's my belief anyway. Your return to rightful energy that belongs to your soul and spirit. And then I always add in a perfect way. Clear of sociopathic and psychopathic behavior in the correct way. We don't need any of those people. Disconnect the addiction matrix in the correct way. 100% of us are addicted to something, and if it's not beneficial, might not be a bad idea to deal with it. Calm and discipline emotions in a perfect way. And scientifically, we know that frequencies can be set to impact our emotions. That's been done. They've proven it. Disable and destroy all extraterrestrial multiple identity stress. My goodness, I don't know where I got that. Empower all energy facilitators in a perfect way. Let me just add that. We've got the information. It's all very subtle. Dietary we see. Let's take a quick look at the sustenance balancer. Put all that stuff, all that water, all that food, and all supplements. Let's see where we are. Liver, gums, fingers. That's one thing I keep procrastinating on. Does anybody know what dermatome is? Every time I do it, I mean to call Ray and ask him.
I think it has something to do with your nerves.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Nerves, or somebody said skin once, but I think nerves sounds more accurate. There's the meridian, heart meridian, forehead. Balance that out.
I have a Google here. A dermatome is an area of skin in which sensory nerves derive from a single spinal nerve root.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah.
So we're kind of both right.
Yeah.
Dermatomes of the head, face, and neck.
Interesting. Okay, thank you. So I'll have to see what maybe we need a dermatome cocktail, because it appears over and over and over. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll just keep it simple with the sustenance balancer. And this is something that I'm really growing in appreciation of. And I want to show you, as I see our time is, we got our little notice. I found, if I can get down here to it now, and it's a big statement, so I'm hoping I can find it. If not, I'll email it. They're talking about possibly another virus coming in February.
Oh, no.
And that's okay. We don't know that that's going to happen, but it's supposed to impact the liver and da-da-da-da-da. So I found a code to cancel it out. Obviously, can't prove it, cancel it out, but now I meant to, I'll have to find it. If I can't find it, I'll email it to you. It's a big...
Let me stop.
I'll have to find it, but I was very excited about that, and the fact that it was there for us.
Well, I hope it's not another scary thing like we went through last year.
I think that I think we're going to see some real truths about all this, and but we've got to get away from the mainstream news, because it's pure fear.
I hear you.
Yeah, I was reading something the other day about the Hurricane Katrina, and how the mainstream news was talking about all the looting and all these terrible things. None of it was true. People,
Really?
we have something in us, and that I call it the spark of God, that absolutely steps in, and people were helping each other. People were helping. I can't find that. I'll have to go through this.
Cathy, I got a question.
Yeah.
The difference between the third dimension and the fifth dimension?
Yeah.
I understand we're going into the fifth dimension now.
That's an exciting, here it is. I found it. All right.
Hey.
Now this doesn't have the code with it though. Symptoms of liver failure, gallbladder issues, inflammation of cancer, or pancreas or lungs, acute dementia or memory loss related to a new form of COVID-19 are now cleared and replaced with 5 to 8 hertz in a perfect and correct way.
Wow.
Can you text that out to us?
I can do either a text or an email, but yeah, I got very, very excited.
Email's fine.
Yeah, email,
Yeah.
please.
And I know there's a code. Now I can find it in our long, list. And real quick, I hope we don't run out of time. But we want the planetary scan, so let's
Cathy,
do it. But yeah,
Maybe we should be running that 528 hertz, all of us anyway. Maybe on a
yes,
for ourselves, but also planetary.
I totally agree.
Yeah, maybe that should be just something we have
We
running all the
automatically
time.
do. Totally agree.
Yeah,
Because it is all energy.
right.
And we
right,
are in a mass awakening.
right.
Yeah.
You know, the technology has its positives and negatives, because the positive has been there's information for us if we choose to look at it. The negative is that we've become quite mind controlled about it. And the ancient Egyptians actually they understood that and talked about it, that the codes in the images could either elevate consciousness or lower it.
There's a gentleman on YouTube called Pharaoh. If y'all get a chance to listen
Young
to
Pharaoh,
him,
yeah.
he talks.
Who
about
is
all
it?
that.
Young Pharaoh. He's a young guy, I'd say 20, maybe 27 or 28. His language is horrendous. He's quite a character, but he, in my opinion, is enlightened. And he's going to do a lot of swearing, but boy, does he lay it out. And he calls himself Young Pharaoh because he's talking about the heritage of the black race. That was your brilliant Egyptians.
Right.
And we don't know what happened other than, where are we? Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
Young Pharaoh, huh?
he is a character. I laughed so hard one day. You know, you do face a little danger when you're in the public eye, as he is. And he said one day they had tried to frame him on some kind of a car theft thing, and he said they couldn't do that. I was already in jail when that. So real quickly, you see we have quite a few
Look
in
at that
here.
first one.
I'm telling you, and look at that. That's our only zero. Disable evil powers. Want me to email this out?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sure.
I appreciate
Public
it too.
awakening, unconditional love. That's our key right there.
Nice.
Human decency, return love for hatred. This all looks pretty good to me.
Really? Wow.
Restoration of law and order to our nation's cities.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Cult and satanic underpinning of crimes against humanity are now revealed. Look at that mind garbage. I do want to explain that. They have discovered they can take all that garbage stuff out there and they can refine it and make it into positive resources.
Make it.
You tell a lie 1,000 times, it becomes the truth.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, but the mind garbage is literal garbage. They can take garbage. You might want to Google that. I don't know that much about it. They can take garbage and process it and use it and make it like healthy stuff. Not hopefully our food, but beyond that, we got to the evil of big tech. Mask mouth. People are actually having some dental problems and mouth problems because of these mask things.
Right. Right.
And so, reunite Americans. This looks pretty good to me. So I'll send all the ones under 1,000 out.
Oh, wow, that's great. Thanks. They're
Okay.
all huge, huge.
Real quick, I'd like to address number 3, the unconditional love.
Yes.
If you all pay attention to that, there's space between those numbers. When
Yeah.
you type that in, it is required that you create that space because that is the energy connection. So not all
Yes.
numbers are supposed to go in sequence. So when you come across numbers like that, it's important that you leave that space in there because that is part of the energy.
Oh,
What do you mean? 5 space space 6 space space?
It's number 3, unconditional love. 5, 6,
5, 6,
space
5,
5, 7, space 8, 9, 3.
Yeah.
So that, that falls into the category as far as that space in there is important to the energy.
That's interesting.
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Let me show you too. We are being nice because we have a prayer for our leaders, and we should pray for any leader. And so we're going to learn from all of them. And no Zoom tomorrow. I'm going to be cleaning my house, and then Saturday I get my little puppy.
Hey.
I'm so
Scott
excited.
comes home.
And so you'll be here with us on Monday.
Nice,
Good
nice,
for Neil.
nice.
Can't wait to see him.
I'm
Yep.
so excited.
Yep.
Me too.
Yep, very
Well,
excited.
We'll
I
have
won't
a
be
great.
here for the next 2 weeks after Monday, so I'm going to Georgia to see my grandchildren
Yay!
Oh,
All
good.
right.
Nice.
and my son. I should. and
Wow. Oh, that is great. Well, I'll send you the emails that everybody else gets.
That'd be great. Thanks, Kathy.
Okay, y'all have a good one.
Thanks to you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining. This concludes Cathy's Zoom call on the SRC4U software for January 28, 2021. Y'all have a great day. Take care and be well.